Story 1.
Am I the asshole for getting upset that my very close friend took a picture of my butt crack without my consent? Throwaway account for obvious reasons. Me, F, and my very close friend, M, were hanging out in his room and apparently my pants were a little low and he thought it was funny to take a picture of my butt crack showing. Afterwards, he sent it to a mutual male friend of ours as a joke. I responded in a negative way. When I questioned him about it, he simply responded by saying that I was caught lacking and that he does it to his other close friends sometimes. He also claims that if I had done it to him, he'd be fine with it. In the end, he accepted my feelings and said he won't do anything like it again. However, he still says that I overreacted. Thoughts? Edit. He did not do it for perverted reasons, he's only attracted to men. He did it simply for comedy. He ended up deleting the pictures.
Story 2.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife she no longer has an excuse to not work? My wife and I had our first child 2 years ago, a beautiful little girl. My wife and I agreed that her being a son was worth it, and I can sustain the household on my income. I started to notice about a year and she was getting overwhelmed and asked what I could to help. She claimed to be fine, but I started to price around childcare options. Spoke with friends, family, and colleagues looking for any suggestions, recommendations, and resources. That is when my boss told me our job has childcare benefits. Awesome! I start the paperwork, get the approval, and got put on a wait list. I brought it up with my wife. We toured the place with our daughter. She loved it. About 4 months a spot opened up, and our daughter is now in daycare. It is run in the same office building I work at, so it is super convenient. I drop her off when I head to work and pick her up when I leave. Perfect. Here is where the issue arrives. My wife is not doing anything. We split the household chores. That is how it was in my family growing up, and I find cleaning and cooking relaxing. So I am fine with it. That being said, my wife has not done much with her day since our daughter started daycare. I understand adjustments take time. That being said, the original agreement was for her to be a mom. With our daughter in daycare, not being rude, staying home to be a mom is not happening. I brought up the million-dollar question: when are you going back to work? This may have been a miscalculation on my part, but I figured I am in this deep, let's see it to the end. She gave me a glare of death and tried to change the subject. I kindly interjected, not trying to push you, but practically speaking I told her that she has no excuse to not be working. This was my tactical error. She blew up. Thankfully, during this, daughter was at my parents' house, so she did hear or see the yelling. We went back and forth using the classic lines from both sides of the camp. She used the good husband provides the option for their wife to stay home. I said, if you want to be, then either watch our daughter or do the housework. Your being home is not a free pass to do nothing. She clapped back with, your co-workers' wives get to stay home and do nothing. I told her I agree, but they have cheated on their wives. Want me to start doing that? I am sure you piece together the rest. The comment about cheating was not a threat. She was using the fact the wives of my co-workers get to be home even though their kids are also in daycare. I pointed out that the husbands are cheating on them. My co-workers' situation is skewed. They have found it is more beneficial to stay together from the wives' side. We live in a state where spousal support has caps and does not matter how many years you were married before. Husbands stick around cause the status quo is just easier. It was just to state that is not the life she thinks it is. Edit. Please, it was not meant as a threat. She had envy of other families she knows and wanted what they had. I just told her the truth about what was hiding behind their walls. It was not me saying I would cheat, just me saying the life she is envying is not all sunshine and rainbows. The wives she sees are paying a price that she was unaware of, and I know she does not want to pay. She was also a software engineer. She was 100% on board, and I confirmed with her if she was okay with the daycare options, and if not, that is perfectly okay. She does not have any mental health issues I am aware of. I have suggested she does speak with her doctor, but that is something she has to do. I cannot force her. She did enjoy her line of work, or at the very least, that is what she told me. I also agree with the things said did not have to be said, and that it was not a proper way to handle the situation. Just wanted to clarify that I have no intention or thought of cheating. It was simply a response to her asking why she cannot have what she sees my co-workers' wives have. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like and subscribe.